All right, let's continue. I'm going to go ahead and you need to be under the rigging panel, go under skeleton, and I just went ahead and just tore that little menu off here. Going to be going back and forth to this a little bit, and we're going to go to create IK handle. Okay, so IK handles, we have a couple different options for these. One of them is called single chain solvers, and the other one is called rotate plane solver. Rotate plane solvers are useful because what they allow you to do is essentially attach a controller to that IK handle and rotate on a plane the direction of that IK handle. Single chain solvers do not do that. So this is really important. You want to make sure that we do that for the rotate plane for the knee. Okay, we're going to be doing 3 IK handles for each leg. It's going to be from the hip to the ankle, from the ankle to the ball, and from the ball to the tip of the toe. Okay, one of these is going to be rotate plane. That is going to be the knee. And in fact, that's the only um, IK handle that we're creating that is actually going to encompass a joint in between the beginning and the end. The other two are not. It's going to be from one joint directly to the child of that parent joint, and then from that joint to its child. All right. Actually, if you want to screenshot the how everything is supposed to look once we get done with all the grouping and stuff, this is how it's actually going to look. So pause here, and that's your map. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do rotate plane solver, and we're going to do hip to ankle, and you'll see that that was created a new IK handle, and then I'm going to do click on the tool again. We're going to switch it over to single chain, and that's going to be ankle to ball. Click on the tool again, ball of the foot to tip of the toe. Okay, so we have 3 of these. All right, so you'll see when we pick up these handles, you can see we can kind of move the foot around in a couple of different ways. And this is essentially is going to allow us to move the foot around. Okay, so let's go ahead and name these guys. So this is going to be toe tip IK. That's going to be the one that attaches at the toe tip. This one's going to be called ball IK. Actually, let's call it left foot ball IK. Left foot toe tip. Left foot hip to ankle IK. Okay. We are going to take the hip to ankle. We're going to group it to itself. We're going to name that heel, peel. Okay. And that's going to give us our first, well, we're going to place the pivot point, but that's going to give us our first attribute that we can put into the controller. The left foot toe tip is going to be grouped to itself. And we're going to name that toe tap group. Make sure I put group after each one of these. Put left, left, and then left foot ball. is going to be grouped to itself. Left, left heel pivot group. Okay. So now this is where it's getting a little confusing. We're actually going to start moving pivot points around so that things end up moving. So that things end up getting a little bit confusing. Just follow me on this. So the heel peel, I'm clicking on that one right here. And that pivot point's right now at the origin. All of these are going to be at the origin, but we need to move that heel peel to the ball right here. That's going to be where it pivots off of. So I'm going to hold down D as in David, V as in Victor. And I'm just going to snap it over here to this joint. Okay. Toe tap right here is going to do the same thing. It's going to go to the ball joint. And then heel pivot is going to go actually where basically the back of the foot, the heel would pivot around. So that would be on, say, a normal character, their heel will be back here because it'd just be straight down the ankle. If you look right there at this example, you see how I have the heel pivot actually right here. I'm going to actually put his heel pivot right back here because for him, that would make sense. That's where his heel is. So I'm actually going to snap it over to that joint. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and just move it down. And I'm going to move it back. Somewhere right about here. This could be where he pivots on his heel from. Okay. So that's good for now. And if we go and test these a little bit, so if we take the left heel pivot and rotate that, you see it will rotate from that position. Toe tap, we can tap all three of the toes, and heel peel, we can raise and lower the toes raise and lower the heel as we need to, the ankle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take toe tap and heel pivot, toe tap and heel pivot, and we are going to we're going to put toe tap under heel pivot. So we're going to take toe tap, move it right there. So it should look like that. Okay. So then when we basically take heel pivot, it's going to take both of the basically both of the groups and move them as one piece. So that's what we're looking for. We're going to put heel peel and heel pivot, and we're going to group both of those together into another one. We're going to call it left foot sig stomp group. Okay. So we're going to take that one and put that where you might stomp out a cigarette. So that could be under the ball of the foot. That could be under one of the sides of the balls of the foot. The idea is that you can rotate basically off of that position. Okay. And then we're going to basically just start grouping this together a few more times to where we essentially get all the attributes that we were putting into the foot controller. So that's going to be, let's do outward, left foot, out, roll, group. Sorry. Let's go ahead and just make these. So let's make a couple more. Let's do left foot in roll group, left foot, tippy toe group, left foot, oops, left foot, drop group. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the attributes that we created. So we're good there. Okay. So I don't need this extra group. Okay. So that one we've already placed. Let's do outward roll. So outward roll is going to be on the outside of the foot. So that's when you roll it out, maybe like when you're rolling your ankle or something like that. So that's what that could be. Inner roll. So I'm just trying to level it with the foot. Left foot tippy toe. It's going to be essentially right here. Like if he's going to pirouette, that's kind of where he would do that from. And then left foot drop. That one actually, I'm going to snap up to the ankle. So that's basically if the entire foot was dropping, okay? So left foot tippy toe, that's what it should do. Foot drop should drop the entire foot. Inward roll is going to basically inward roll the foot. Outward roll the foot. Sig stomp, heel peel, raise and lower the heel pivot. Allow you to pivot based off of that. And then toe tap is going to be basically tapping all the toes. Okay. All right. So that basically sets up the foot. I'm going to go ahead and grab the foot drop group. That is going to go under the left foot con right here. And so basically when I lift the foot controller, you'll see it actually moves the foot now. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So let's go ahead and stop the video here, and then we're going to start connecting attributes.